here with the Muscle Movement of the Month with Austin Fit Magazine, and we've got DeLanoy here at BodyBusiness over in the Davenport Village. And this month, what we're going to focus on is a metabolic circuit with our fit sets. And we're going to make sure that we have one movement for each of the pillars of human movement, and we're going to start with level changes. So we're going to choose the Goblet Squat, and one of the reasons that we're going to do that is that it gives us a great symmetrical stance and using the squat movement. So what I'm going to have Steven do is just go ahead and set up. He's got shoulder width apart here, just a slight toe out position, not much at all. He wants to make sure to track his knees over his toes, and the way he's holding the kettlebell here is what we call the bottom up position. Gives a great neutral grip close to the body. It's a front loaded squat, and then he's going to drop down into the squat so that his hips just almost drop straight down into a bucket. He's got a nice neutral spine position. He's getting nice and low. The point of the goblet squat is to work that hip mobility and make sure that we actually keep the position of the upper body and then get close enough the elbows almost touch the top of the thighs. We want to make sure and incorporate a push and a pull, getting a lot of motion in the upper body in one movement. So I'm going to have Steven here set up on a free motion or a cable cross that you can have the dual cross, and he's going to actually incorporate a push and a pull doing the press and row on the cable machine. You can see he gets a nice athletic stance. He's set up so that he can actually pull with his left hand and press with the right. Stabilizes that lower body, everything is nice and solid, and then he's really getting that great rotation with the shoulders, which really adds a lot of great core challenge at the same time. All right, now we've got the third movement, which is really a rotation and rotary stability. We're going to get some great static motor control, meaning we're going to make sure that the lower body is in a nice stable position, and then we're going to use a dynamic rotation with the upper body. We're going to get Steven to set up so that his spine is nice and tall. He's got a nice direct line from this shoulder through the hip and through the knee on this side, and then we're going to make sure that this foot comes out just a little bit more. It's 90-90. It's in line with his hips. Bring that over just a little bit. Nice narrow stance here. So now he's set up so that we're going to use what we call the lift motion. And what that means is we've got a low anchor. He's going to take that and pull it close to his body and then finish by pushing it all the way through that nice diagonal line that takes that opposite shoulder to the opposite hip. And you'll notice nothing in the lower body changes. That nice narrow stance gives a great core challenge, and we want to make sure that stays nice and stable. All right, now we've got the fourth movement, which is a locomotive movement. We're going to choose a lateral run through on the hurdles here, and we can really create a metabolic challenge with this fourth movement. And so it's going to boost the intensity if we run through the hurdles, but if we need to tweak it down for anybody that's a little too challenged with that, we can just do a nice controlled step through. But we're going to have Steven go ahead and show you the run through right now. He's going to get a nice lateral movement, 2 feet in between the hurdles, nice hip mobility, athletic stance. You're going to notice he uses a nice jab step for that change of direction on each side. His shoulders move across nice and even. And right there. All right, so that's it for this month, and we'll see you next time.